All right, let's get going. Swept back. Yeah,
Yeah.
coming in low.
We-
Yeah, okay.
Snap.
There's a thing with clappers and swept wing that I'm not making happen. Okay, we're going. Hello, Brickmaniacs. Welcome back to another episode of Designer Studio.
Designer Studio, yeah.
I'm Slam. I'm here with Dan. And Dan, what have you built for us?
I have built a F-14A Tomcat. So
Nice.
this is F-14A is the initial production of the original Tomcat F-14. So back in the 70s, when these were introduced to the carrier air wings as air superiority fighters, I should say. This is the basic model. This is what we had to work with. This is what the Navy had to work with. In this case, we've done a VF-41, which is what the Black Aces.
Black Aces.
Black Aces. Made famous for a certain incident that happened over the Gulf of Sidra, and I believe the Gulf of Sidra in Libya.
Yep.
Yeah, so go Google that.
There are only 2 F-14s with official kills
Right.
in the history of the F-14, and this is one of those 2 planes.
Right. Yeah, Fast Eagle 102, I think, is the actual call sign. So, so we made a famous plane. The first time we've done specifically an F-14A in its like sort of plain Jane livery.
Yep, the standard light gray.
Right.
And early in the 70s, they were white, and then they switched to like mostly light gray, which is what you see almost all
And
planes.
I think that
with
was
some-
Navy-wide. I think Navy had white airplanes like during Vietnam, and then it changed.
Yep, and changed. And then we got really subdued paint markings on them that just stuck around forever, unless it's a keg bird, and then they get fancy paint jobs.
Or there's certain squadrons that have colored tails, like the
Jolly Rogers.
Yep, of course.
Yep.
Some of the others we've already done those. This is a different one. We've never done an all gray one before as a kit, and we wanted to do it. It was actually kind of difficult to do. Some of the pieces are pretty rare, so we are discontinuing this kit already.
Okay.
We decided after we put into production, whoa, there's some parts in here that are just not going to be able to be had, at least unless Lego changes their offering anytime soon. So what we built is what there is. I think we have a few more in the pipeline, and after that, they're gone. When they're gone for good. So, or at least, like I said,
Unless the part situation changes.
Yes, and we have zero control whatsoever. We're not going to go buy a third-party part to replace a part that's genuine Lego. So that's not happening.
So this is not our first. This is our most recent F-14, but we had one earlier last year.
Yeah, we had a Bombcat.
The Bombcat.
That was F-14D, which had slightly different. A completely different payload, because that was actually a Bombcat that was designed to carry air to ground. Had sensors and stuff for air to ground. This does not have any of that. This is air superiority all the way.
So it's all, air-to-air missiles and guns.
Right. And if you have the old the Phoenix missile pack that we've done, if you have any of that old stuff, it'll actually work with this. So the airframe. This is the main dimensions of this airframe are the same as the original Tomcat we released way back in the day. This is just iterations of improvements that have gone into it. And with everything, the first one's always the trial, and everyone after that is a refinement. So
Sure. And with the Bombcat, that was our initial entirely printed tail that we ran.
yeah, everything printed, all printed, no stickers.
So entire printed tails are now becoming common for us. So this is our next fully printed tail.
It's actually, in this overall scheme of things, this is actually very little printing on this tail.
Yeah,
there's
we reduced it quite a bit.
10 pieces on each side.
And it's not double-sided. God bless it. God bless it. Yep.
There is a lot of small printed details. You still have the printing, the non-stick area, non-skid areas over the not slip, paint whatever over the intakes.
The grip tape.
The grip tape, yeah.
You still have cockpit details.
This one has a printed canopy. It's the front windscreen, so it's like a bulletproof windscreen. They actually projected the heads-up display onto the windscreen.
So it's not actually a green piece of glass, but when glass does get thick, like an armored windscreen, like it picks up that greenish hue, plus you're
projecting onto it. Yeah,
green. Yeah, so the green color happens, but it's not part of the glass.
We did change up the cockpit printing to match the model. Of course, we have new numbers. We have, we still have, there's certain things that if you have the Bombcat, you will notice we printed the inside of the air brakes. There's printing in places. Yeah, I can stop that. We can show that off. I'll just take the top one. There's an upper and a lower air brake. air brake does open as well. That's printed on the inside. That was fun to do. I mean,
It was, yeah. It's just like, because it's hidden when the plane's displayed normally, but you know it's there.
Right,
and
right.
It's just flashy. And we still built in
Oh, the slats on the
slats.
Oh, yeah, that's
still have the little red
the
extra
flash,
piece in
the
there.
flash of red in there. Yeah,
Yep.
just like the real thing.
It's a proper detail.
Right.
Yep.
You know, I'm just gonna pick it up. The nice thing about this one, since it doesn't have bombs all over the bottom, you can pick it up just about anywhere without knocking off any of the armaments hanging from the bottom there. Let's roll it around here. So the cool thing, you can gingerly balance this on its tail. I wouldn't recommend walking out of the room with, leave your cat in the room with it like this, but it does work. But you do still have that same mechanism for the wings. It's a pretty smooth mechanism for the wings going up. You have the working flaps, the slats, all that stuff. It's cool. Landing gear doors open, close. You can fold the landing gear inside. Totally posable. We do have armaments on this one.
Yep. I see 3D printed fins and cones on those missiles.
Yep, you have sparrows and sidewinders. And like I said, if you did have the Phoenix missile pack from before, it'll work on here. You can put those conformal fairings on here that were on the Bombcat. It'll all work on this as well. So.
Does it work with our aircraft stand?
It does. The modern aircraft stand, this does not have a stand. The modern aircraft stand, the one that the 2023 version, will work on this. You actually have one hole, but if you change up your armaments, it might change the weight distribution of it, and you can actually change where your connection point is. So the actual is right now as built per the instructions. It's in that location, but you can change the location of your connection. So I built that in in this last. You'll notice when you're building it that you have some options when the instructions show you exactly what you're building, and you'll be able to see that can be adjusted. So that's a fun little add-on. So you do have missiles. You do have basically everything you wanted to make a cool Tomcat, but we did something special for this.
What do we do?
We did something. Let me put this down without dropping it.
Oh, right.
So, what is this, Slam? Tell us what is the Naval Air Station Miramar Action Pack 2?
Well, really, really good pilots in the Navy get sent off to a school called Top Gun.
Top Gun, yes.
Yep. The best of the best go there.
They become even better.
There have been movies made about the adventures of Top Gun pilots. So this is a callback to some of those movie franchises, and it comes with a couple of famous fictional characters. It comes with a really sweet motorcycle,
The motorcycle is the funnest thing. It's a good thing that this is sealed in the boxes. We'd be in front of the camera playing with that motorcycle.
All I wanted this episode to be was us racing that stunt bike back and forth.
But people know us too well, so they didn't give us one to play with, because we would probably have it wrecked and zooming across the tabletop. So you'll have to do that on your own. But
the planning of something like this, it really just, Amanda and I just went back and forth, and if we could do the bike, how we could do the bike, because it's a black and red bike. So there's red bike fairings available in parts, but not black fairing parts, but black stunt spikes were available in quantities at a reasonable price point. So anyways, we went back and forth quite a bit on if it was possible, if we could do it. I've never printed a motorcycle fairing before.
Right.
That's a big curvy surface. Was it possible? So there's a whole bunch of questions, and we just dove in and said, we're going to do it because it's the most fun thing ever.
Right.
So congratulations to all you people who picked up a Miramar action pack.
Right. It is super fun.
Yeah.
It's the motorcycle has some little exaggerations on it, because that's part of the function of the motorcycle. The stunts motorcycle does have some really fun play features, and so we had to work around that, but who cares, because it's just so awesome.
It's super cool. So feel free to, just drive your bike straight into the danger zone with that one.
Right. So the idea with this is you actually get parts to build one famous aircraft, the figures, the characters, and all the printed parts, right?
Yep. This comes with all the printed parts to swap out what you see on this F-14 to make it a movie viable version of the F-14.
Yep. And I believe you could still use this for if you have one of the older Tomcats. Can you?
Should work as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So we saved when we were doing these updates. We knew that there was going to be some continuity that we wanted to maintain with versions going back, And of course, we have instructions available of that. We wanted to make sure that there was continuity. So if you have the instructions, or if you built one from the instructions of the old sets, you'd be able to use this action pack to upgrade, do the alternate build, and build to the other model. It's not everything you're going to need, because the other Tomcats have a lot of black parts on the fuselage and the tails, but it's a lot. It's a good head start. At least all the printed pieces will be there.
It's a good step towards getting where you need to be.
Right.
Yep. And so it's essentially a printed parts pack to convert an F-14, that motorcycle, and those two figs.
But that does leave the door open for additional packs, right? That we can do additional squadrons, we can do additional things. So you build the aircraft, we supply the parts, and because it's everything, is it not? Is it everything, or is it just the alternate swap-outable parts?
It's a swap-outable prints. So
everything that would need to be replaced.
Yep. Essentially taking like the red danger markings to subdued gray markings and numbers, and fresh set of tails. And even if you don't have an F-14 and you don't plan to build an F-14, I think you could build a pretty sweet display with one of those tails
and the sticker,
and those minifigures.
Right, and even if you you don't have all the printed parts, the sticker pack has fill in all the details.
Oh, sure.
So the sticker pack that goes with the original, the sticker pack that comes with it's an add-on to the digital instructions. That will give you everything you need to make a complete aircraft. So
it's true.
You'll have to go get your parts. I know that there are people who it's hard for me to say this, but buy non-Lego bricks. You could do that if that's your thing, and then build. Use our instructions, use our stickers, use our add-on packs. But printed parts we only ever use genuine Lego. If it ain't genuine Lego, we're not putting it in our kits. So.
Okay.
Unless they don't make it.
These are the minifigs that come with the F-14.
They are, yes.
And these are the ones designed by Amanda. They've got these sweet helmet prints. They got great breathers.
Super upgrade. Turn the figure around. I don't know.
Yep, I've got one front.
Oh, okay. I can't see
yeah.
it. Because love that print on the back of the helmet. That's so awesome.
Super great.
So the only thing Amanda didn't design in that minifig is pretty much the 4 Lego pieces. The head, the torso, the legs, and the hands.
Right. Otherwise, she designed the 3D printed helmet. She designed the breather.
Yeah.
Yep. Did all the art for it.
Yeah.
Amanda's just amazing. Just full out respect to Amanda all the time.
So that is about as custom as you can get and still be within the Lego realm. So two figures standard with this kit.
Yep. And you can swap out those heads and helmets for the heads and helmets in this add-on pack, and then there you go.
You've got.
Then you find yourself back in the danger zone again.
Right. So that goes back to the original Miramar pack we did a long time ago. Same sort of concept, but maybe we'll have an action pack 3, 4, 5. Who knows?
There's always room. There's always room to do more fun stuff.
Right. We'll see. We're not making any promises now because we are already thinking about the next Tomcat, and it's going to be black.
So excited.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's down the road.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's about it. Anything else we need to say about F-14?
No. It's fun playing. If you need to see more information about it, go look at the previous the Bombcat video.
This is just a beautiful model. And
Yeah.
it belongs on every bookshelf everywhere.
Yeah. If you already have one, you're going to want this one. If you have the Bombcat or if you have the original version, you're going to want to have this one in your collection because it is just kind of the pinnacle build of them so far. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Brickmania's Designer Studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.